Also, okay, here's the problem I have with Super Soakers. They were expensive. If you remember, okay, here's the thing that separates you versus anyone else. Yeah, you go get yourself a water gun, but you're gonna get a no-name one.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a cheap-ass brown one.
You
You know the ones where you do like maybe 2 or 3 pumps?
I didn't even have the pump ones. I didn't have the pump ones. You have to take off the little thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this is good. But then the ones where you're like 2 or 3 pumps, and you clearly know that after the third pump, you're like, this doesn't work anymore. And then you keep trying, and you're like, it's jammed. We're like, how is this jammed? It's water.
I remember there were some people who had like, the big one, where I actually had the strap.
Well, no, because that's what I'm saying. If you were a person who flexed on someone with one of those, you clearly had that guap. Because those ones were like those are when you go to like Canadian Tire to pick that stuff up, that stuff was expensive. Yeah, man. Okay, I hated the fact that pissed me off about Super Soakers is that they would market that stuff when you're watching like an episode of Pokemon, and you're like, I want that toy, but you're like, I can't afford it. Yeah, and your parents are not gonna, and your parents are not gonna buy you a toy that's only used for like a season because you ain't using that in the winter.
Hold on. It goes even worse. Not even for just a season, even less than that. Cause like maybe like 3 days out of the whole summer, if you really think about it. Like, how often are you and your friends really gonna go outside
and spray
each other with water? And that's like a thing where you had to clearly like plan, you know? It's like, yo, we're doing a Super Soaker thing and like next Tuesday. Yeah, we're doing a Super Soaker thing next Tuesday.
You'd bring out the Super Soaker. You'd bring out the what's the one where you run down and you slide the water slide.
I never had that. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
What's it called again?
Slip slide.
I remember one time my friend put it on top of like a brick, so there'd be like a bumpy part.
Yo,
and then you hit it.
Why your friends are savage?
Yo. Friends had that money, yo. You always had that one friend that had every toy.
Yo, Light Bright was pretty lit.
Light bright, shine so bright.
Yeah,
beautiful pictures come. I know all these songs, man. Like, let's go.
Okay, cool. Clearly, we're doing like hobbies and toys and just like anything like we grew up with.
Yo.
Yeah, so we're like watching a whole bunch of like videos in the background. But okay, well, okay, introduce yourself.
I draw. Yo, Nerf Guns.
I said introduce yourself. He's saying Nerf Guns.
Yeah, I draw.
Oh my god. Okay, yo, it's Marvin over here.
It's Chris. I was gonna say I never had Nerf Guns. So I don't know about nothing about that.
Oh my god, and it's Kareem. Yeah, no, I didn't get Nerf Guns until I was like a lot later. Like I bought like cooler Nerf Guns when I got older because I was just like, that looks cool.
We had cap guns.
Yo, okay, Nerf Guns though, real talk. Nerf Guns, you can mod them.
Wait, pause it for a second.
Nerf Guns, you can mod them, and if you want to be straight up real, you go up into the Nerf gun, you can go into it and you can break them apart and mod it, and you can tighten the spring. So when you shoot, hard? It hurts.
You know what we do? Because mine were broke. We just had the elastic, and you wrap it around your finger, and then you'd have it as a gun, and then when you let go, it would slick. It would hit somebody.
Man's talking about bear pour, yo.
Yo, the man's talking about the ghetto Nerf.
Yeah, the ghetto.
You had pain.
Chris, that was so ghetto Nerf. That's a one shot.
Yo, that's
once you miss, you're done.
We weren't rich like you guys, yo.
I know, but if you lick someone in the eye, with that, the eye is gone.
Yeah, that's true. There's high risk, high reward.
Here's the next thing. If you didn't want to get rid of the elastic, now you put it between these 2 fingers, and then you get like a paper, and then you fold it, and then you put it around, and then you hit that. I remember one time my friend stuck a tack in the middle of the paper, so now it could stick. We snapped.
All right, we don't endorse that Chris's hood upbringing.
Great hood. But I remember your brother. Is your brother like super scared of plastic bags?
It's because what do you think?
Oh wow!
Put 2 and 2 together.
So you lick him in the eye, right?
By accident, guys. It was all by accident.
Yeah.
It's just kissing in the corner.
And the hood times, Jesus.
But what was your guys' favorite like hobbies and stuff growing up?
I mean, I love Lego. I like Lego a lot. I am a big Bionicles fan. I like Bionicles. Not a lot of people like Bionicles, and I totally understand.
Wasn't there like a show?
They had like movies.
Oh,
they had like CGI. They had like a website and everything. It was pretty. They went hard, and then it just went away. Yeah. It was like a snap.
There was a thing I was watching. The reason why Bionicles went under, and it was like,
it's
you ever watch it on Netflix?
It's like racism.
It was?
It has to do with like, because they took a whole bunch of like names and stuff from like New Zealand.
Oh.
And from like tribes and stuff. It didn't roll well after a while. When people finally caught on, they're like, uh-oh. Yeah, don't worry. I don't want to get into that.
And Chris, what was your favorite toy or hobby growing up? This guy.
Cricket.
That nice pregnant silence.
I mean, okay, it doesn't. Okay, all right, because Cream is definitely doing a hot thing. It doesn't have to be your number one favorite. Clearly, my number one favorite isn't Bionicles. My number one favorite is probably Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But I just use Bionicles so you can just keep the conversation going, Kareem.
Beyblade.
This man had. Did you have more Beyblades than him?
Yeah, I did.
Because he had. No. I remember.
You had more, but I thought mine were more destructive.
Yeah, Cream had the destructive ones. They're the ones that you after all don't play with Cream because Cream will probably break your Beyblade.
I just remember coming over because like where I lived, the Beyblades were so hard to get. But you guys live right beside like Chinatown and stuff. You'd literally go there and get like Chinese Beyblades straight from Japan. The ripcord was like 5 feet long.
You would like try to pull that, but it would get jammed halfway.
You're so happy, like. Forget it.
Yo, those are sick though, because they had the whole hand piece.
Yeah.
And it'd be like one big pull.
You remember what I used to do?
Oh, tell the story.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but back in where I used to live, there was like a park, and then how we used to. Obviously we didn't have the dome for Beyblade, right? We just put our foot in between with the sliders, so the Beyblades wouldn't go out, right?
You called me ghetto.
Yeah, true. We did live that hood life for that Beyblade.
All right, use your foot. We actually had stadiums, okay?
Whoa,
yeah. Well,
whoa, guy.
Guess what though? But you guys weren't like us. So what I would do, right? I would run full speed.
Because you try to do that Tyson jump.
Because you know in Beyblade the show, the guy would run full speed, jump up like 50 feet in the air, and rip it in midair, right?
I just imagined the Beyblade not going anywhere.
No, it didn't.
Hitting somebody in the
It would launch.
No. It did launch in the right spot.
No, stop saying that, Kareem. No, 2 out of 10 times. Don't give anyone else that. I remember this vividly.
No, remember that one time? I can't remember if it was Tom.
Don't get me right. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, Kareem, don't get me wrong. There was sometimes you did it and it looked elite. But I will tell you that the other 8 times it would launch.
But remember that time? I think it was Tom or Adrian.
Yeah.
And I remember I had the big defense ring, like the big one.
No.
And then I remember I ran full speed, jumped up, did it, and it hit one of the things full speed. Right? I remember you being there. It hit it so hard that it just exploded.
Yeah, it just shattered. It just exploded.
Yeah. It shattered so bad that it legit broke. You could not put it back together again.
Yeah, Beyblade was pretty sick though. It was also kind of dangerous though, because after a while, because like one of those pieces could just go flying into your eyes. So,
yo, did you guys ever play for keeps?
Beyblade for keeps?
That's how serious we were. And I'm talking about...
Yeah, see, truly the hood life. Man's over here shooting elastics at people's eyeballs. And playing Beyblades for keeps?
Because all we knew was play for keeps.
I'm glad I didn't grow up in your hood.
You know how many fights would start because like you just took my only Beyblade?
Yeah, because they weren't cheap.
So I remember one time...
For us it was.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were playing and then I wasn't even... Because my friend Jermaine, right? He had a Beyblade.
Shout out to Jermaine.
And we're just there playing, and then we're winning, and then someone's like, "Yo, we'll play for keeps. This is not my Beyblade, right?" I'm like, all right. And then Jermaine's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yo, Jermaine, if I win, I get to take his Beyblades. Don't worry, I got this."
Oh dear God.
So then I go in there, rip it.
Yeah.
The Beyblade hit my friend's Beyblade, hit Jermaine's Beyblade, and it launched it, came out. The man just grabbed it and took it, and then Jermaine's crying like, "Yo, Jermaine, don't cry. I have money. Remember, I'm old. Like, I'm in high school this way. I could buy you a Beyblade straight from Japan. Like, it's gonna be..." And I guess what? I did that. I bought the Beyblade where you had like 100 pieces and you had to put each piece individually.
That's too elaborate.
No, it was expensive though. It was like $50. You know those expensive ones? Yeah. So I gave it and Jermaine was like all happy. But the thing about it, because there were so many pieces, when it broke, it would shatter into like a million pieces.
It would be like the Shikon Jewel. Like it's like everywhere.
Yep.
That's the thing about Beyblade. It was like that was too serious. So I'm glad we got over that phase.
He told me to pause it.
Oh, I used to have this. This was in
This was in Home Alone.
I
I'm surprised people actually. I think this is actually ahead of my time.
The
Macaulay Culkin thing.
Oh yeah, this is from Home Alone. But guess what? They have no idea what we're talking about.
See, Tiger. Oh, it was... sorry. That was the recording thing where they used to record it and then you play it back. It was literally a cassette player that would play...
So that's a Tiger Electronics you were mentioning?
No. Tiger Electronics is a game and everybody had it because I remember going over your house and you had it. What? And it was like just little pixels and then it would only have like one game. There'd be like a Sonic game where.
Yeah. So okay. I remember this. I had Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was like, it's legit. Okay, picture that. This is how you're the game of Halo. I'm like, did.
You could barely tell what game you're playing.
I don't like
this.
this.
It's just black and white.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, say for instance, it's Sonic. It's a sprite of Sonic, and then stuff is coming, and it'll be like 3 pixels.
How big is this thing?
It's small.
Like a Tamagotchi?
Yeah. It's a little less advanced than a Tamagotchi.
Okay.
Picture this. Picture.
Yeah.
Sideways. A Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance. Okay, it looks like a Game Boy Advance. Yes,
similar to like a
it looks like a Game Boy Advance, but it's less advanced than the original Game Boy from the 80s.
Okay.
Like it's literally just sprites.
I've never
and
seen
pixels.
this thing. I
guarantee you, if
it shows up,
you've had it and you at least played it at least like once.
If you're not, at least if you didn't have it, you've seen it around.
Because Cream had some at his houses and they were just
Micro Machines was pretty cool. I didn't play Micro Machines. I was I like to think there's two types of people. There's Micro Machines or Hot Wheels. I was on the Hot Wheels time.
I like Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels is way cool. They felt like two.
You guys ready for my confessions? Pause this for a second. This is a serious story.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is a serious story. So nice. there was a time where you had a hot hand. You guys know what a hot hand is?
No, is this one of these Chris Corner talks again? All right,
yeah.
all right. This is. So we're gonna move on to a segment here. This segment is just Chris telling us about something that we have no idea what we're talking about. All right, so, here we go. So I'm throwing it over to you, Chris.
All right. So a hot hand is basically like a child where he's like he sees something, it's not his, but he takes it, right? Like he
stole it.
He stole like had some people that they go over your house and all of a sudden your toy is missing or whatever, right? So I went through a little phase where I was like taking people's stuff and
you were a klepto?
Yeah, for a little bit. So then one time,
you're that kid? So I've been robbed in school.
So one time, I remember back in the day we used to have the $2 bills, right?
Yeah. Shout out to the $2 bill.
Canada. Now we're on the toonie. So one time I thought I took a $2 bill from my mom, right? And then when I came
I remember this story.
When I came downstairs, I'm looking like, this is $100, right? So
because the color. Yeah, they were similar. They're fairly similar. Yeah.
So then I told my friend,
no, the $2 was. Purple.
It was
like red. No, it was red.
Yeah, and then the $100 bill is a brownish. Yeah. So it's brownish red. Yeah, it's very color. You can see how it's very close.
So then I went up to my friend. I'm like, yo, we're going on a shopping
because
spree.
purple is the 10.
Yeah. And you have to think, I'm in grade 4 at this time or grade 5, right?
Oh my God.
Right. So I'm like, we're going on a shopping spree.
Man's got a stack.
So we went, right? So imagine 4 kids showing up to Zellers on a bike.
You can have whatever you like.
So we're there, and this is during like the Sega days, right? So we're there, we're buying bare Micro Machines. I'm talking about like the Micro Machines to the point where you can literally build a city and have like a whole thing. We bought that $50, right? Then we bought Comic Zone for Sega, and back then video games were expensive.
Yeah.
So we spent like pretty much all the money on that one video game, right? So then, obviously, I got the beating of my life, right? When my mom found out. And it was so bad that, like, people were listening at my door, listening to me. And then I came outside because I was like, oh, go outside and go check the mail or whatever. I opened the door. All my friends run from the door because they're there listening to the door.
Oh, man.
So I'm telling you, man.
Man dropped $100 at Zellers.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. Yeah, you truly had that hood upbringing.
Yeah, man. We're about that life.
Clearly. And guess what? You're about the beaten life too.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You guys never had Pogs though, right?
Okay, so my story with Pogs is that I moved in the 4th grade. Mm-hmm. So when I left my first school, Pogs was there, and Pogs was big. Mm-hmm. And these are the things that change the schoolyard because Pogs is going off to what you said earlier about playing for keeps. Pogs is for keeps.
Yeah.
Pogs is not. You don't just play Pogs for fun.
No.
Pogs is meant to be. You slam
gambling.
It's gambling.
It was
so
legit gambling.
that was huge at my old school, but when I switched schools and when my second half of grade 4, the school that I went to, Pokemon cards were in and Pogs were out. So I was just like, whoa, it's crazy going to another school and seeing like the advancement that's like it's moved on. Like and
the school was your school was like old, like they were still stuck in like the 90s. Yeah. Came in like, what are you Pogs?
No, we done that. We move on to Pokemon cards, and that was like the beginning of that era where Pokemon cards was just like dominating the recess time.
Yeah,
because kids would it was emotional. It was a break. Like
we used to, speaking of
Pogs there.
Pogs are wicked, man.
Yeah.
And also the art was sick.
Oh, yeah. For anybody that doesn't know what Pogs are, because they might have a younger audience.
That's true.
So there were Pogs were these like paper, like little cardboard things. And then you had slammers, which were the metal things. So you'd line up the paper things and use the metal things to like flip over the ones. And the ones that you flip over is the ones you get to keep. And they could be other people's Pogs.
Yo, people be in that.
There was times where I remember one time we're like, all right, we're playing for keeps. And he's like, all right. We're playing slammers for keeps. And then I had, the one with the little jaggedy edge?
You monster. The metal one?
Yes.
Man, you're the guy who would wreck other people's Pogs. The Pogs were like made out of cardboard.
There's Tiger Electronics. Look.
Oh!
Double dragging.
I know exactly this thing. I didn't know that's what it's called. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay, hot take.
Okay.
So, fun fact. So, since you mentioned Pokemon cards, because another fun fact about this, Marvin.
That's me.
Actually
owned a Charizard.
No.
Okay, that's a different story.
Marvin, actually, when he came to that different school with the Pokemon cards, that was my school.
So you never knew about Pogs?
No, I knew about Pogs because of my Sherlyn and Sean or whatever.
Oh, but not because of school?
Not because of school, right? But here's the funny part now. So, me and Marvin weren't actually like friends. This is, because back then, you had your snake stories, I also had my snake stories.
Here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, so I used to like go to people and be like, yeah, I have this car bigger for you tomorrow.
And you never had
it. I never had anything. But then my collection just kept growing and growing and growing. And you would think, while I'm ahead, like, you'll quit while you're ahead. Nah. And then I went to Marvin. I was like, yo, I have this car, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you this, that. And Marvin's like, okay, so he gives you a whole bunch of cards. Fun fact, he came back for them.
Yo, I'm committed.
He was committed. And here's the funnier part.
What?
I couldn't get away from him either because guess what?
You guys live in the same building?
We lived in the same building.
Real talk,
I remember, to this day, my mom still laughs at this story. Till this day. Because I got so shook because even his mom came to my door.
Yeah, my mom's got a part of this.
Yeah, mom's got part of it, so it got serious.
Anytime the moms get in front, like, hey, where's my son's this and that?
Yeah, it got to a serious point. But weirdly enough, after all that big bash and ting, me and Mike became friends. I don't know how it happened.
I mean, we're doing this podcast right now.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, how did we become friends?
The one thing my other Pokemon journey was that when I first moved to the school, because I didn't have Pokemon cards, so my mom took me we went to Walmart and I got my first booster pack, and I was literally probably the luckiest person ever because I did get exactly that card you just listed.
Charizard?
That was the first pull I ever had.
And how much does it cost now?
Okay, so the funny thing, I also got, I know, crazy. So, I would have to keep it in excellent condition, and I didn't know value of cards.
Holographic Charizard?
Oh, my buddy.
Okay, wow.
First edition.
I'm scrolling, I'm going through. So, I didn't play the Pokemon game because I had just like the books. So I like read I love Pokemon book, like the books and stuff. Not in the manga. I'm just talking like the player's guide. The player's guide made me love Pokemon. I didn't have the game because I was just like I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, it's so cool. So I knew like Charmander, Charmeleon,
but
Charizard.
you have a computer though, right?
No, I didn't have a computer either.
Oh, because you know how we play Pokemon?
On a computer?
Yeah.
Emulators.
Yeah, emulators, yeah. So then, anyway, when I was first opening my pack and I was like going through and I saw in the corner, it's like there's a little Charmeleon in the corner. I was like, oh, this has to be it. And then I got a Charizard out of it. I know Shadowless too, so it's the card. But then, just in fast forward, one of my friends made me trade it away. to this. You don't know the story, Cream?
No, I actually don't know the story.
Okay, so I had a charge.
It does not involve me.
No, it doesn't.
It does not involve me. I was not the friend.
So I had a Charizard, and then okay, well.
No, keep going.
Okay, so yeah, I had a Charizard, and then clearly, so at that time you have Prowlers, and Prowlers are high schoolers.
Yeah,
they will come by to your school because we're in grade school, or anyone in middle school. Middle school come after us, and they would want to trade kids because they can just take advantage. Be like, oh yeah, let me give you, because they can be like, yo, let me give you like 5 cards for this one card,
holographic,
and you're like, yeah, that's sick because that's 5 cards versus 1 card.
You don't know
value.
Mega rare.
So this one kid comes around, my friend Joseph. That's who it was. It was Joe, and Joe was just like, Joe was sort of getting into the card game ish, like how to play it. So when this kid came around, he had a Nidoking, and he was like, yo, I'll trade the Nidoking for the Charizard, and then Joe was like, it's a good trade, and I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, and he's like, because look, this Nidoking, like, he showed me the card and like whatever, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it, and I traded that Charizard away. I bring it up to him like almost every time I talk to him. I'll never let that go.
It's like 30 years later. Hey.
Well, pretty much. Last time I saw him, I was like, yo, remember that time when I lost that Charizard? He's like, he will always laugh because he remembers the story too.
Yeah.
He's like,
you don't forget a thing like that, especially now when those cards are worth like almost $1 million.
Well, what was it? It sold for, it was like 200K for one.
Yeah.
Logan Paul had it on his chest.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
you could be mad rich right now.
But again, I like to say the benefit of the doubt is that I would have to have the card in excellent condition because you have to like put it in a sleeve and put it away and make sure it doesn't hit like light and stuff and get torn and stuff. And I moved multiple times, so
So the thing about that, I will tell you something about my Pokemon. I never had Pokemon cards, but at that point I stopped stealing. I wasn't really like stealing from people, but my friends now.
What days, man?
Because you guys went to public school where it was like grade like kindergarten to grade 4, and then you guys went to middle school, which was like grade 5 to grade 8.
No, for us it was
1 to 5.
Went to 5, and yeah.
1 to 5.
Elementary was kindergarten to grade 5. Middle was 6 to 8.
And then high school 9 to 12.
Okay, so me and my brother, we went to a school that was kindergarten to grade 8.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
So basically, what would happen is when you're in grade 7 or grade 8, you just go over to like the grade 4s and grade 3s and be like, yo, you got Pokemon cards? They would like, these guys would bring their whole binder with just holographic bears. Like
hollows.
I'm talking, who's the legendary birds? You had
Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
Articuno, all those things. What's the dinosaur? The dino one?
Dragonite,
and you know how rare those ones are.
Yeah, Dragonite's actually a very rare card. The original Dragonite.
At the end of recess, all you hear is bare little kids crying when they realize, "Where's my Dragonite? Where's my Articuno? Where's that?" And then my friend's like, "Yo, look at all the cards I got." And I doubt those guys that stole those cards from those little kids have them to this day.
Yeah.
So everybody still loses at the end of the day. Nobody has those cards that they collected and has the wherewithal to remember, like, hey, we should probably keep on to these cards.
Also, I'm going to say this right now to the person who took my Charizard or traded me, you swindling evil bastard.
Hey,
also, to the person out there who stole my Dark Magician girl, I hate you.
Oh,
yo,
I hate you forever.
Yo, no, hold on.
Well, Creed's gonna admit something?
Are you going to top something than this? Because I am still emotionally torn that someone stole my secret rare Dark Magician girl.
And you had both of them. You had Dark Magician guy and a Dark
and this is also coming from a spellcaster main.
Yes.
And the only card that I liked so much other than Dark Magician was Dark Magician girl, and someone stole it from me.
Here's a joke. No, a joke. This is serious.
This better be serious. Go ahead.
It's so serious.
Okay.
Because
I'm listening.
I remember this. Because remember, you let me borrow it because you were helping me build my deck. I was bringing a lot of
That's not when I lost it, though.
Huh?
That's not when I lost it.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't lose it.
No. Hold on. Yes, it was me that lost it. I remember. I don't know if you remember this guy.
That's not when I lost it. No, it's not.
You know, yes, it is. It was a guy. It was a white guy, nerdy white guy, whatever.
Yeah.
We were all at your house though. We were playing. We were like trading and playing Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever, right?
No, Cream, I lost at school.
Yeah. Okay.
Cream, so here's the thing. My Dark Magician girl is a little bit my fault too. Mm-hmm. I lost the card because
Did you have two Dark Magician girls?
No, I just had one.
Because you let me.
Then I lend you another one, not the secret rare one.
Yeah, the secret rare one.
Or if it's the same story, I lend you the secret rare one, but you gave it back. But what I'm getting at is my fault in the story is that I was dueling someone and I let someone see my graveyard. Because when you would duel someone, you would have people ring around you.
Yeah.
So someone was watching me duel, and someone said, "Yo, can I see your graveyard?"
Because you play Monster Reborn, you could take from other person's graveyard too, right?
But no, I'm not talking about then you would definitely know that person took the card.
Yeah.
But it's someone that was in the ring watching said, "Yo,
so
can I
see your graveyard?
Can I see your graveyard?" And I probably said, "Yeah, I should just take a look at it, just to look through my cards."
That's the worst.
Okay. Now that you're saying that, I remember this.
This was at school.
Yes.
Because I know whatever class I had or whatever I looked after, I didn't have the card on.
Because I remember this, because I figured out, because remember, me and you figured out, the same guy who I was just talking about, the guy with the glasses or whatever, and he's like a nerdy.
So that person was never at my house then, because then I would
yeah. So now that you're saying it, maybe I just got mixed up. But now that you're saying it like that, yes. So I remember you telling me, oh, this is the guy who saw it or whatever. And I remember I went up to him and was like, yo, get my friend back his card or whatever. Mm-hmm. Right? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Oh, this sounds real, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, no, come on, stop joking. He's like, no, I'm like, you're the only person that saw his thing.
True.
Right? Yeah. I remember.
I only know one person that asked to see my graveyard.
I really don't remember his name.
No, I don't either.
But it was a tall, white, nerdy looking kid. I remember that.
All right.
But
if you're out there, remember, your time is limited.
Yo, we don't do threats in here.
we don't do threats? I do. That is not a promise. That is a threat from Chris. Like, as you can see, I grew up in the hood, so I don't play that, right? So, like, if you have Marvin's card, I want you to give it back ASAP. Just comment down below and be like, hey, remember me? Can you imagine?
Yo, but no, real talks, though. I remember this guy. I went out to him, like, yo, you're the only one who saw his cards, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Give it back to him. He's like, no, it wasn't me. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't he, maybe like a week later come to school with a dark magician girl?
Can you imagine?
Probably.
I remember that. I mean, you got so pissed. We're like, oh, where did you get it? And his story kept changing.
Let me say something. I got to read this out quickly. Okay. Oh, God. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But if you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I do not have money. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my dark magician go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you do not, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Clip that. You have to do something special with that. This whole dark magician goes.
I won't let it go, man. I won't let it go. I'm sorry. I saw something recently of like a shirt with like, it was like a Wicked hoodie and it had like Dark Magician Girl on it, and I was like, I can't buy it. It tears me apart. It's like my deck can't be complete without that card.
It makes sense.
I won't even use the card because the card's actually not that good anymore. It's not even, and it doesn't even work well in the deck, but it's the fact that it complete the circle.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
But Yu-Gi-Oh was one of those games where it's like it took over and it lasted a while. Like Pokemon cards,
Yu-Gi-Oh was long running, man.
The thing about Pokemon cards, I don't know anybody that actually
I learned eventually, but yes,
Yu-Gi-Oh was
traded
a way better game.
Traded the Pokemon cards more than learning to play it. Yeah, but we played Yu-Gi-Oh.
We played and traded.
We traded, we played, we bought, we fought for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Was there starter decks for Pokemon?
We bled for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because there wasn't starter decks for Pokemon, right? It was just like you bought the booster pack and that was it.
Oh yeah, I guess there really wasn't as much. Or
like,
from what I
Yu-Gi-Oh
remember,
was built for like dueling. Like you buy the starter decks, and then everybody had the same starter deck type of cards. Like, oh, if you want it to be more like Kaiba, you get a dragon.
Yeah, you get a Kaiba deck.
This man over here, the first guy with 3 blue eyes, and we're talking about like the first season. Vaz just had like a little insect deck or some nonsense. I saw blue eyes. Then I played Monster Reborn. Saw another blue eyes. Then I did it. What's it called? Call of the Haunted. All of a sudden, 3 blue eyes, 9,000 attack, and then there's nobody on your thing, and you just attack your life points directly.
One of my favorite combos to always do. So I remember I used to
Dark Trinade?
No.
Or Dark.
Yeah, my favorite combos was I used to. It'd be a very rare occurrence. Mm-hmm. I would have everything I need in my hand, but I'll be Dark Hole, wipe off their fields. Obviously now they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Lord of Dragons. Two
Fluid
Summon Dragons. 3 blue ones.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then I'd be reading, I'm like, no, but special summon doesn't mean,
Yeah.
It's like, that doesn't mean that you can special summon it. Like, it has to be normal. In order to play it, you have to normal summon, which is you have to sacrifice 2. And then we eventually realized that you are not allowed to use the Flute of Summoning Dragons. Remember? Because they changed the wording.
Really?
Yeah, there was one time where Lord of D or either Flute of Summoning Dragon had 2 different wording. One said special summon, and then the newer updated version said either normal summon or like, what's the ones where you sacrifice?
Tribute summon.
Tribute summon. And it never said special summon. And we're like, yo, that can't... They kept on changing the cards and the wording. Like, his card would say something, and then when you bought a newer deck, it would say something different.
I don't remember.
Well, Lord of D is not... Okay, hold on. I gotta read Flute of Summoning. 1 second.
Yeah, it might have been Flute of Summoning. But, like, yeah, But there are so much cards that are banned now.
Oh, like, God, yes.
Yeah, there's so much different rules now. Yeah. I don't think you could, like, if you're having a duel... You can do it with your old deck now. It's not even just that. You can't... I think in the new game now, whoever goes first doesn't draw.
Oh, yeah. Well, that kind of makes sense. Sometimes you literally just draw, like, oh, Exodia. Then done. I don't know anybody that actually had an Exodia deck, though, growing up.
I did.
All 5 pieces?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like 3 of each though. It was just like the 5 pieces.
Yeah, just the 5 pieces. Yeah. But his deck was his drawing. Just nothing but drawing.
Who? Marvin?
No, it wasn't Marvin.
Not Marvin.
Remember Justin?
Yeah.
He had Exodia, right? Yeah.
Oh, no, it's still special summoning.
It's still special summon?
Yeah, it's always been special summon. As long as Lord D's on the field, though. Otherwise, the card's useless.
But then I surpassed Cream because he had a dragon deck like originally. Then I built my dragon deck, and this is around the time where you had the level monsters, where you had like what's it called? Like
Horus the Black Flame Dragon.
Yeah. So
I hated that card.
So I had Bear Dragons and I had Lord of D fused with there was like a
Divine Dragon Ragnarok.
So he could literally once you play him. He has all the special effects that allow you not to attack dragons.
Yeah, because like no trap cards can work either and stuff. Yeah.
I would literally have like the Lord of D that can summon just special summon dragons from my hand or from my graveyard.
Yeah.
And then I had the what's it called? The Black Flame Dragon that could neutralize spell cards. Then I had another dragon.
So you pretty much just lock the opponent.
The one the dragon that could attack twice, Tyrant Dragon. I had Tyrant Dragon and
that was banned at one point. I swear. Maybe not. Yeah.
And then he could also neutralize trap cards. So I neutralized your magics, your traps, and you can't attack my dragons. So it was literally a wrap.
That's why I stopped playing him.
Yeah. And then after that, I got an Obelisk. Remember, I was the first person to get a God card. And I was like, because I'm like, I sacrificed all 3 monsters, and Chanek and Cream were looking at me like, what?
I remember when I was like, wasn't even a card yet, and then I went to a tournament, and this kid was just cleaning up. We were in different brackets of the tournament, and I've heard that this one kid was just cleaning up at one point. I didn't get to face him yet, and then finally someone got to someone at the thing was just like, "Yo, can I see your card for a second?" Because they were like, "What card is he just like cleaning up house with?" And he had Obelisk Tormentor, but everyone's like, "This card's not out yet." And then they looked at the card, and it was clear that he printed the card on top of another card, and it just like
did it even have the effect on it? Or just had like the little,
I think it was like a fake. It was super fake. Yeah. So of course he got kicked out of the tournament. but yeah, no. Just like another thing about that tournament, which was super weird, is that we played. I used to go to like Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments at like card shops. But the worst thing is that the people who would win were the people who worked at the shop.
Yeah.
Because they can just get any card they want.
They'd be like, oh, let me just go through my thing and just take that.
And like make your deck easy versus here I am struggling with booster packs.
Oh yeah.
And like trading and stuff. So
our cousin had a machine deck.
Yo, Barrel Dragon? Jinzo?
Yeah, Barrel
Jinzo
Dragon
was lit.
He didn't have Jinzo.
I love Jinzo. I think Jinzo's one of the coolest
monsters.
monsters.
I swear he had Jinzo.
Probably. Jinzo was like pretty not as
you have Jinzo?
It's a secret. I eventually got Jinzo. I mean, I traded away.
I knew had Jinzo before.
I never had Jinzo in the beginning. It was a secret because that was the secret rare of that.
And I'm talking about before because they eventually released it like a structure deck.
Yeah, with Jinzo in it. Yeah,
but I'm talking about before that.
Well, that's like Dark Magician Girl. I think there's probably a deck with Dark Magician Girl, but the secret rare version is the original one.
Yeah.
back in like Metal Raiders or some crap like that.
And you guys went to see the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, right? And then
Yeah, we did.
You got the blue eyes.
I got blue eyes shining. Yeah, you got the exact card you wanted.
Which one?
You wanted Yugi's card. The
was it the old
Dark Magic?
The old one? The old guy?
Yeah.
No. It was like 30. It was 3,200 attack. And you only weak. I have him upstairs because you gave him to me.
Okay.
So I actually have him upstairs, but it was 3,200 attack. He can only be special summoned by sacrificing 2 level 6 spellcasters. But when he did that special summon, he negated all traps on the opponent's side of the field.
Oh, okay.
So he had a decent effect.
I'm cheesed because you got your blue eyes.
Yeah, I got the Shining Dragon, but I couldn't use it.
Why?
I didn't have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. What a play, man. Damn, that's a lot of work.
You know what card I got? Marshmallow.
What? No, Marshmallow's sick.
No, that's not the card I wanted though. It's funny because everybody's drawing like I think Chade got the other one, the god.
Dude, did someone get a Pyramid of Light? And then you like, Chuck guy.
I don't know. I got the stupidest cards. I was like, anytime when there was like a game, except for the time, because you know how like when you buy a game, it would come like the cards.
Yeah.
I got the alphabetic.
Valkyrian.
That was the best. That was my best like card that I had like in terms of rare. But that's what he's like. You have to buy the game and you get that card. And then, but sometimes you'd buy the game and get the garbage version of the other cards that would come. So it'd be like a toss-up of what you're going to get.
I miss old Yu-Gi-Oh! But when I look back at it, Jesus, it is truly a lot of gambling.
Oh yeah. Man, so much gambling.
And when you think about like the expensive
but to be honest,
but
I didn't think I bought that much packs. What I did...
You think you didn't.
No.
You like to think you didn't.
No, this is what I did instead. This is what I did. Remember our friend Tom?
Yeah.
He had the binder where we could have bought cards from him, remember?
That's true.
That's what I did instead. I bought cards from him and... I bought structure decks.
Yeah,
structure decks was a better thing for your money because at least you knew what you were getting versus a booster pack that just can be random.
Yeah, because there was a point where I was buying bare booster packs, but then eventually you found like comic book stores where they had the glass cabinet.
And you just go by. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, let me get polymerization. I need that card. I need that card.
Yeah, that's what I used to do too. At one point, I'd be like, oh, I need to go to like a card shop because
you're gonna spend $10 on a booster deck and not get the card you want, where you could just spend dollars and just buy the card that you need.
Well, yeah, for instance, like because I needed Regeki.
Oh.
I could not.
So cheap.
Because it just kills because
the whole field.
Because no, Dark Hole is the whole field.
No, I meant on the opponent's side.
Regeki is just the opponent's field.
So, that's crazy,
that was the one card I definitely needed.
Because I had Harpy's Feather Duster. If you have Harpy's Feather Duster and that,
Harpy's Feather Duster.
Here's the point. Yeah, you had both at one point. Then you had another Regeki and you gave it to me.
I gave you another Regeki. Damn.
Because you had two, but the other thing is the one you gave me was Crease at the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And then I remember coming to your house and I played against you. Like, where do you get this card? I'm like, oh, Marvin. You're like, why is your friend getting me such good cards?
Okay, so hold on. Let's get this straight. So Marvin was the spellcaster.
Yes.
You were the dragon guy.
No, I moved on from dragons after
to spellcasters.
Not
creating spellcasters.
Dark.
Okay.
Fiends?
Yeah. No. It was like dark. Just dark.
Okay.
So I
had spellcasters.
I balanced between robots and
machine ones.
Yeah, machines and dragons. I eventually switched over to dragons completely. Chadwick was always warrior deck.
But really?
Warrior. He was legit Joey.
But that's because I remember vividly. There was a time where warriors were crap.
Yeah.
But then there was one thing that happened and it flipped over and warriors became elite.
So like
here's the funniest thing.
Release restraint? Was that the card?
Here's the funniest thing about Chadwick's deck though. The funniest thing. His duels will either go two ways. Okay? It's either he'll get all his wickedly strong cards
and he can't summon
nothing. Like legit nothing. And you just chipping him away slowly, whatever. Because he can't even protect himself.
Exactly.
Or it's the opposite. He gets everything perfectly, exactly when he needs it, and then when he summons that monster with all his equipped spells, bruh.
Yeah, there was a time where, because Gearfried the Iron Knight, when you played Release Your Strength, every equip card that you attach to it.
You can destroy a monster.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Can destroy a monster. And here's another card. Here, Gilfried the Lightning.
Yeah.
If you sacrifice 3 cards, you can destroy every card in the opponent's field.
That's so insane.
Like, that was insane. Like, Chadwick had a deck.
So you have to think about it. And there was a time where Cream had like blue eyes, and if him and Chadwick would team up, their decks would be so in sync.
Yo, remember tag team dueling? That was fun.
Oh,
That was reasonable. Yeah, we did a lot.
But there was a time where I think I was stronger than both of you guys, and I told you guys to team up, and then that's when I summoned the God card on them. Because they're like, oh, this card, and Chris like, oh, this card. What's the card? Manchu whatever.
Oh, Great Magic is right.
Yeah, where he had that like 9,000, and I was like, all right. That's the card that used to cheese me the most. And Chadwick would be like, this card, some next card, and I'd be like, all right. I sacrificed 3 monsters, and he'd be like, "What? With 3 monsters?" Because this time, basically, the only God card that was out was Obelisk, and it came in Shonen Jump. And I bought the Shonen Jump just so I didn't even read the card. I just took out the thing, and I gave the card book to Chadwick, and I'm just like, "This is going in my deck. No one's gonna even know, because these guys didn't even know that Obelisk was out. I bought it the day that it came out, right? And I'm like, yo, we're gonna have a 2-way duel." Because I think it's like you share life points or something, or
I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember.
But I told him
it depends. It's whatever rules you were thinking of.
But I told him it was you two versus me. And then that should have clued you in that something was off. Why am I gonna duel you guys?
Oh, to be fair though, he is Chris, and he likes to be boasty sometimes, and sometimes he thinks he's good, but he's not.
Yo, I raped them that day though.
No, did you? How did you beat my Great Magic? Is at 9,000 attack points?
Because remember, Obelisk could absorb monsters and destroy everything on the field.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yo, I told you, like, once I got Obelisk, my deck was top tier. I was like, no, I was done holding up my deck like this, the light just shining on it. But yeah, yo, Yu-Gi-Oh was like, I think that hobby probably lasted the longest. When you think about like all the little like things that we went through, I think Yu-Gi-Oh probably lasted the longest.
Yu-Gi-Oh is my fondest memory of like all the hobbies I ever did.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh, like aside from that, is like playing Legos, just Legos in general, but Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
And probably Yu-Gi-Oh! I spent the most money, I would assume.
And I think when the show used to come on, like that was an event. Like you'd come home and you'd be like watching it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then you'd learn something new. Then you'd use that same strategy to go fight somebody. You'd be like, oh, you could use.
I think it really is. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblades. We played a lot of Beyblades too, though. We because we used to just go to the like Chris said, we used to go to the Chinese center and just like look for stuff. And
like $5 for.
They were so cheap.
Yeah, why not?
You can just go across there and like, I remember. Yo, there was times where we would use our lunch money and just go to Chinatown. We never would like buy lunch. We would just go there and spend that money on another like cheap thing just to get like either a top piece or a bottom.
I know that's the funny part. Like we were just near like I'm just like because I remember I had a Beyblade, but the bottom part was plastic.
Yeah.
But since I used it so much, I kept using the concrete. The plastic started to wear down.
Yeah.
Right. So it was just like a sandwich. So I needed a new bottom piece. So I remember those are just me and Mario. Be like, all right, let's go. Let's go to thing. Buy a Beyblade. Oh, no, my Beyblade's now fixed. All right.
And we used to just have like all these pieces. And I remember one time we would just like. When Kareem and I would just like start playing like Beyblades just for fun or whatever, we would just like start randomly. That was the good part, just building random stuff.
Yeah, just building.
Just be like, yo, let me just put this, boom. Because we would never like stick with the theme. We would just be like, yo, let's just see all the weird, cool stuff we can create. Because it was just like it was fun experimenting.
You know what's weird about Beyblade? What's the piece in the very top called? The
attack disc.
No, not the attack disc.
Oh, the bit beast.
Yeah. So the bit piece in the show meant like that was what you're gonna summon.
Yeah.
Right. But some people in real life took that. I remember I had a friend where it was like, oh, what's his name, Dragoon?
Yeah.
So he had the bit piece for Dragoon, and he's just like, when he lost the bit piece, he's like, no, I can't do it. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't have a bit piece. I'm like, that has nothing to do with the actual Beyblade.
Yeah.
Like,
well, supposedly the rule is that when you're playing,
the piece comes out or something,
you're dead. You're instantly. It's a 1-hit KO. But otherwise than that, it is knocking them into the pits, or they run out of steam,
or the thing shatters.
Oh, they explode. Yeah, they explode.
But that's the thing about like your childhood imagination, where you nothing is really happening other than two tots going back and forth.
Yo, I remember one time you created a defense one. Do you remember one time you created one that was just endurance? So you would rip it and it wouldn't move. It would just stay in the center. So you would rip your blade and it would try to hit it and it wouldn't do nothing. And it would just, and every time you hit, your blade starts losing power. And it would keep going around and keep going down. And Kareem would just watch it just like it was a tank. And it would just sit there just spinning.
Remember that one?
And it wasn't even going that fast.
No.
It would just take the hits.
Remember that time we went to Tom's house and then he also had a really big
You hit yeah.
Right? Because I had a thick defense ring, and then he kept mad at me because I kept beating him with my big thick one. Like, and then he bought a thicker one. And
those metal discs were so yeah.
But sounds like a different conversation. Like, his ones was thick, but then I bought a thicker one.
No, but here's the funny part. Like, I would do it the same one he was talking about, the defense one or whatever. I would do it. He would rip his in. When they collided, bruh, you would think they just collide and just explode. Nah, there was sparks.
Yeah, they would make sparks.
They were making sparks.
Yo, I remember
so fast.
I remember some of the metal rings were like the thin ones, but they were like wide.
Yeah.
Yo, seriously, when we started to go to the Chinese center across the street, and we started to find different types. They used to have a bin that was just metal discs. Oh. So you were like, your hand would smell so bad after. But then you would find like the ones that are like the coolest different shapes. Man, it was cool when we used to like customize a lot of stuff though.
There was once I would just build my own, like take like a whole like, you know, the piece for the nail gun.
Why is this man always like the hood part of like hobbies, yo? man's either putting nail guns or teeth in dollar bills.
All right, the toys. What was your favorite toy though?
Favorite
toys to play with?
Probably just action figures, low key though. I'm not gonna lie.
The latest is Transformers.
Okay, I play with a lot of Transformers.
Beasties and all that stuff. Like I feel like once especially what was the one where it was Megatron as like the red raptor, the red dinosaur,
the dragon.
Yeah, Transmetal one. Yeah, once it came out with Transmetal, that's when all bets were off. Like I wanted Cheetor. What?
Oh, I have it at home still. I have Cheetor Transmetal 2. That's the one with the rocket on his back.
That was the best version of him, yo.
And then there was Transmetals 2 and there's Transmetal 1, and then obviously. Yeah, because Rat Trap and Dinobot had Transmetal.
And
he had the claw. Huh? Yeah, later, way later.
But no, I actually had Cheetor.
Transmetal 1?
Transmetal 1.
The one that could fly.
Yeah. And that was my favorite.
It was cool. They look so wicked.
What about Tigertron was pretty sweet. Because he eventually went to Transmetal or no?
No, he didn't. No, he fused with Air Razor.
And they became Tiger Hawk.
Yo.
And it was a big toy too.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones. Okay, I remember because I have Transmetal 1 Optimus Prime with the blue chest.
Yeah. That's the best one.
And he would have the surfboard. And I was like, yo, let's go. I didn't like Transmetal 2 Optimus. Like
he had too much transformation.
Is this the ones with like 5 transformations?
Yeah, the toy was like a Megazord.
Like, bro.
Yo, they have ones now because my cousin, you know Chris, right?
Yeah.
His kids, they bought because like I guess the newer Transformers, the Transformers are huge now.
They're coming back, by the way, especially because they're making a Beasties movie.
Oh,
so they're gonna definitely try to like, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Connects.
Oh,
yeah. Connects was okay. My personal opinion, Connects is the thing you go to a friend's house and you're like, yo, where'd you get this from?
It's like that one weird friend that has Connects. And you're
like, and then also, it's not that they have like one Connects. They've got like a whole basement.
Yeah, the whole contraption.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, you really like you invested in this thing.
I think we had Connects, but I doubt because I think Chadwick had it.
I think it was too elaborate to me.
Yeah,
like it's cool though when I think of it now because it reminds you of like the early version of Bionicles in a way.
Yeah.
But like because exactly say like yo, why you just have Legos? Why are you that? Why you have to be that one? Why you have to be so different?
but here's the funny
I'm just built different, yo.
To be funny though, you know who used to be the wickedest at Lego?
Sean.
Okay, other than Sean.
Ooh.
Wait, what's happening? So other than Sean being wicked at Legos, my mom.
Really?
No,
that was so unexpected.
I didn't see this coming.
Yo, bro.
I don't think you have any evidence of this. So I don't. I don't think I believe you.
But back when I used to live on like Raleigh Court, right?
Okay. This is weird.
She used to like
play with you.
No,
how else would you
No.
Yeah, tell me how you wicked at Legos.
No, because sometimes, like, let's say I'm watching TV, right? Sometimes my mom will be like, oh, like, she wants to do something like constructive or whatever, right? Yeah. So, like, you know how sometimes your mom will do like a word search or whatever?
That's what I'm expecting mothers to be doing. Solitaire.
She sat down.
Yo, Ma, you built me a pirate ship? Wait,
No,
I don't know.
She made an elaborate house with like the greenery around it and everything.
Oh, okay.
Like, Legos was the original Sims.
True. The original Sims, original Minecraft.
Did you know anybody that had any of these things? The Kawasaki, not the Kawasaki, but like the
Chris,
little car stuff.
Chris. I don't have rich friends.
Hey, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if anybody knew anybody that had that.
Chris, nope. I don't think none of us have rich friends. Yep.
Power Wheels.
What?
That's what they're called, right? Power Wheels?
I think so. But Kawasaki is like...
Kawasaki is like the really rich one. But but you know anybody that had Power Wheels?
People who had Kawasaki's are clearly people who are driving BMWs currently, okay? What the hell? Oh, it's this damn thing again.
Bucket. I never played that game.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about this bucket makes me uncomfortable.
You remember the elephant one?
I like that. Yeah, I like that one.
Catch the butterflies.
There was
a song for that one too.
I was kind of about that one.
Elephant, the elephant.
You ever realize? Okay, have you noticed that this stuff is just so kids can learn how to clean?
That's how
you know what this is? When you're a parent, when you buy this for your kid, it's just teaching them how to clean up after themselves, which is a good lesson learned, but also it's a good trick.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, watch.
Like, look, here you guys learn.
What the hell is this kid doing there? Oh, it's Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Dr. Mario was this originally. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into video games. Clearly, I'm keeping that separate. Yeah,
is for another day.
Yeah, but what else was there?
I'm trying to remember. Like at recess,
it's really just that. For me, recess growing up was either Yu-Gi-Oh on the field, or it's just like sports.
Yeah, sports.
There's nothing else. Like no one really played like. Because the only things I could remember is like people talking about. I got into Crazy Bones at one point just for fun because it looked cool. I collected them. I collected Crazy Bones, but I would not play it because you're supposed to put them up against a wall and huck your Crazy Bone at it, and then it makes you when you go check them, they're all chipped and racked, and you're like, yo, I spent like bare money on this.
You know what I think? I think the games that we had at recess weren't the games that we went home and played. Like you wouldn't bring your Polly Pocket or your Micro Machines 2 thing, and then the people that did, they would get that stolen.
Oh, I know what's my favorite thing. I still play because I'm actually pretty good at it. Yo Mega.
What's that?
Oh,
yo-yos.
Oh, okay.
There was a time. You remember this time. You remember the time when Yo Mega and yo-yos became like a hot trend in North America.
Yeah, there was a time where you could try to make it sleep as long as you could. And you'd be doing like the little TikTok tricks. My friend got really good at it. Like he was doing like flags and everything, like Dominican Republic, Jamaica.
No one plays Yahtzee. Why do all the people have cowboy hats?
I've never played
aside from that and like other kind of, I mean, of course, clearly there's like card games with like regular cards, but that's a different story. I would say the best hobby is still dominoes. Dominoes for the win.
I played dominoes yesterday with my friends.
Nice.
But even for recess, you play like Red A or something like that.
I could not play Red A.
Why not?
Because I would just get hit.
Oh, but you gotta be ahead of the game and just catch it like, oh, you're out.
No, I've My hand-eye coordination is terrible, so I chose. People be like, "Yo, Mario, come play Red A with me." I'm like, "No, I'm not playing Red A with you." Some people are like, "Yo, Mario, come play horse." I'm like, "No, I'm not playing horse." Some people like, "Come play High Wire." I was like, "Yeah." Do you guys just want me to get hurt? Clearly, it's like
that's funny.
Yo, Street Sharks for the win.
Oh, Street
Sharks is the best. Yeah.
Street Sharks, even Street Sharks, and what's the other one with the mouses?
Biker Mice from Mars.
Yeah, Biker Mice from Mars.
That's why when you say my favorite toy is action figures because I like all this stuff.
These type of ones.
Yeah, this stuff, Biker Mice from Mars, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm all about it.
Thing.
Yeah.
Like this Barbie stuff. Did you guys ever have toys where it's like when you run them underwater, they change color?
I had something like that.
Like Hot Wheels was like that.
I don't remember what it was though.
Like there was a Hot Wheel like that. Like if you ran it under like cold water, it'd be like a different color, and then if you go back to like warm water or whatever, it would be a different color. And well, that little Play School.
Yeah, I didn't have that stuff. I didn't have enough space for this stuff. That kind of stuff.
Is that money?
Whoa, that's money.
That's real money, isn't it?
These kids look like scarily sick. These kids like that. That kid scared me. His eyes were like deep into his head. Yeah, like it was like his like there's like sockets.
Kids are probably older than us.
That's true. That's true.
My cousin.
Why is this kind of scary? You want to play with us?
I know. What was it? A blue hue.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was
a little. Yo, sorry, it was cool.
Oh, did you know what game we used to play? Was it Trouble?
Yeah.
Thing in the middle, and it's
getting into trouble.
Wasn't there a bootleg version of Trouble? Like there was Trouble, and then there was another one with the little thing that you press in.
This is Hood talk again.
No,
Chris, I'm sorry.
No. This is not Hood. This is not Hood. You wanna know why? You wanna know why this is not Hood? Because my two cousins' house, my cousin that lived in Mississauga had Trouble. And my cousin that lived in Scarborough had something else. It wasn't called Trouble.
Wait.
Yo, I was show you. Oh, this thing, the skipping, the one leg skipping thing that would count like how many times you skipped.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Our cousin had that.
Yeah, that's when you lose your ankles because that stuff like
tears
into
you. Hit your ankle.
Yeah, that thing would tear into your.
See, it's counting like how many steps you do.
That was pretty cool though. Wait, yeah, true, Chris. Yeah, what the hell?
Trouble. It was called like something else. I swear to God.
Yeah, well, he played Connect 4. It was probably like Connect.
He had Connect 4, but he doesn't use like there's no colors. They were all like
they're all the same color.
yeah.
Like pennies.
Oh, we had that the little Nerf
Vortex?
Like, yeah.
Because when you throw it, just spins.
Yeah.
So
but it goes farther than an actual like football.
That was pretty cool. Oh,
because we couldn't. We're too our hands are too tiny to throw a full flow.
Oh yeah, full actual football. Yeah, it's true.
Over 100 yards.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't own one, but I had like a friend with one, and I would like
Joe?
try it. Probably Joseph. Yeah.
Like you know how hard it was just to try to get your spiral, and then people like, all right, you see this right here, you put the ball right here, and you pull 4 fingers.
Did anyone have this toy?
What?
The stretchy man?
Yeah.
Mr.
Stretch. There was also one like
that's a cool toy.
There was Mr. Stretch, and there was like a purple one or like a pink one.
I had like a bootleg one. I used to get from my dentist. You know, dentists used to give you toys back in the day.
No.
Oh, okay, then I guess I had a rich dentist.
It seems so.
But like,
I got lollipops. I don't know about this. Oh, Cream, you had that.
I did have that.
You had that, and then we'd be drawing on, and then you shake it up, and after you make a masterpiece, I forget what it was called, but it was like it uses magnets, right?
That's cool. That's really cool.
Magnadoodle.
Yeah, I did have that.
Yeah. Well, this is just PlayStation. Everybody had that.
Everybody had PlayStation.
We had modded PlayStations.
I had N64. But not anymore.
That was a horrible game, Spyro. But yeah, like, did you guys ever have like cap guns?
No, I could not. That was too scary.
See, okay, so I really am from the hood. We had everything.
Yeah, you had cap guns, elastics going in people's eyes, and bootleg versions of Trouble.
Yeah. And then when we didn't have the golf gator thing, when we didn't have like say for instance we had like a
that's sick,
like nothing to do, we'd make like a ramp, right? Like, and then,
I mean, yeah, we should do that. We should do stuff
and then run over on the bike, and then you hurt yourself. Somebody would always get ridiculously like face plant or something. Then we're like, all right, we're done. This guy's crying.
Man.
Yeah, it was a time though, you know.
Yeah, they don't make toys like they used. I don't even think they make toys like this.
I don't know. I would have to go to a toy section and see what's current.
What? They still make toys and stuff.
No, but Toys R Us is closed. Like,
no, I'm like Walmart. Yeah, it means like Walmart or other places. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about there was a time where toys would literally take up half of Walmart. Like the toy section was just like huge.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
Don't watch that, yo.
I don't ever seen this toy before. It's a little roly thing. But then again, who would have like these are girl toys?
Yeah.
A My Little Pony.
My Little Pony. Wow, this is before the show.
Yeah.
They had a show.
These are, yeah.
No, this is Barbie. Wait, this is just Barbie still.
But she was on a pony.
Yeah. But this is just Barbie. But you also can get a pony.
I never understood why girls wanted a pony. Like to me,
horse girls.
But like a whole horse is just scary to me.
Yeah, but horse girls, that's just like a thing. Like I get it.
Like a 900-pound animal.
I mean, it is a mystical creature.
Like I feel like if there was something like wouldn't it be weird if I said I want a tiger? Like, Mom, I'm serious, I want a tiger, and they would look at me weird. But like nobody looks at girls weird when they say I want a whole
whole horse.
Like it's still a horse. Man. That one kick could kill your daughter.
Oh man,
Sarah's not breathing.
Sarah, no. Sarah.
They They trusted kids with these 900-pound animals, but they're like, watch out for strangers. But here, hop on this death machine.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like, yo, I think that was like, it was good. It was good. It was a good time.
Oh yeah. Nowadays, kids they don't even go outside.
I mean, kids just play on iPads.
Yeah, iPads. That's legit. That's their whole thing. It's so sad because I remember like if you took like where we are right now and just rewind the time back to 90s, the streets would be full of kids.
Oh, for
Nobody was ever
sure.
inside.
No one's inside.
No one was ever. Like, you'd go to recess at school, and then you had recess at home pretty much. Play Manhunt, do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Grounders. Oh, Grounders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing we'll probably talk about. Maybe just have like a...
like the stuff that we used to do.
Hey, just like hang out, like what we used to just do outside and stuff like that.
That's how Mighty Max. This show was sick.
But, yeah.
Yeah. That's the Polly Pocket version.
For boys.
Oh yeah, this is what you guys are talking about, right?
Yeah,
Mighty Max.
You had it.
Yeah. But I remember when we played Grounders. Is that the one where you close your eyes?
Grounders, yeah. You close your eyes. And you have to like look for people, and everyone has to stealthily like move around.
That's how I chipped my tooth.
Ooh.
Because we're playing Grounders on like a jungle gym.
Well, that's what it usually is played.
And then so you're walking around the dark.
I know when you think about it, it's pretty like reckless. But you know what? That's what made us tough. You know.
But when you're a kid, though,
you're
impervious to damage.
You literally fall off the top of like buildings, and you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, I get back
up. Now legit, like you step down the stairs the wrong way, your knee.
You're like, oh no, I'm done for.
God, the whole fast I used to heal from injuries.
Yeah. I thought this is pretty cool. Because you can like draw on it, and then you can put it in the wash, and it'll clean up. Oh. And you get like a refresh. It's just like it keeps. I mean, I don't know how long it can go for, but yo, Cream, any final words?
No.
Wait, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had this, but I never could afford it. Cool RC cars.
Oh yeah, I wish I had those.
I can never afford because there was this one that was so cool. I don't know if you guys remember it. Okay,
the flip one.
yeah.
Because it was just like this with 4 wheels, right? Yeah. And no matter what I did, it's still going. I was like, when I saw that commercial, I was like,
yeah, that was the. And the funny thing about the RC cars is like we wanted them, but you know that they weren't really that fast.
No, but they just made them seem fast in the commercials.
They weren't that fast. Now, there was a time where I don't know. No, you weren't here, but I went with my family to New York to go visit my other cousins that were down there, and there was a guy. He had a gas-powered one.
What?
Yeah. So he was there, and it was ripping through.
This is still hood. Like this seems like a hood.
No, this is actual hood.
Okay,
This is like dead bodies on the street, actual type of hood. Oh, bop it
straight up.
So he was there, like ripping it, and then after that, every other RC car just seems so slow to me. I'm like, there's ones that run on gas. Like the same car that your parents are driving. There's that one, but those ones are expensive. They're like $500.
Yeah.
So.
Hold on.
There you go.
Topanga.
Hold on.
In a commercial together?
I can't handle it.
Oh my, that's too much.
Who's the other person?
That's the girl from Full House.
Full House.
Stephanie.
Oh yes, it is Stephanie.
Stephanie and Topanga in a commercial together.
Yo, this was every little boy's dream.
You're having a wet dream right then and there. As a little kid, you're not handling that. Oh,
yo,
sock and boppers. We had that.
Did you?
Yeah, me and Chadwick, we used to like punch each other.
People think that stuff is soft. That stuff would body you.
You could bleed from that. We used to get like nosebleeds. We literally deck each other, and then you'd be bleeding. And then anybody had the Hulk hands?
Yeah, I know the Hulk hands. Yeah,
the Hulk hands. Hulk splash. Sock and boppers.
I hated this kid. I remember every time I came out with the kid doing this camera. I used to get so bad. I'm like, why are you pushing the camera, my guy?
I feel like that would be you, though.
No, it wouldn't be me.
Marvin.
Yeah, it'd be
you. Exactly. We know for a fact that if Cream had it, he'd go to like either Shane or Chadwick, like one of our younger cousin, and he'd be like, and start punching it.
No, punch. I said, yeah. I said, I'll beat all my cousins up with it. But like I was saying that.
Oh, Clue. This is Clue, yeah. I never played Clue. It seemed like such a complicated game.
It was too elaborate for me.
Yeah, especially for like a young kid.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you got to write? I'm like, what the hell, writing? No. Like even Scribble was like a little too much.
But it's a family game though, so that's why it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It is a family game, so.
Cause like I like even like Monopoly was kind of a long game. I don't think I've ever finished a game of Monopoly.
I have.
Yeah, Monopoly used to make people broke though.
I remember we used to beef. Yo, the beefing.
It was this monster truck madness. And it's actually running over cars.
That's pretty cool. Oh, what?
But yeah, I think next time we should actually talk about like when we come back.
What?
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Oh, you could rebuild the car?
Yeah. I guess that's made out of things. I guess that's tinfoil.
Yeah, or yeah, probably tinfoil.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Wait, is that the next guy from Boy Meets World?
No.
Are you sure? Everybody.
Is this texting before texting was a thing?
Yo, I actually know what this is.
I know this thing.
I think we used to have this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, books and Bibles. We had that. I never knew there was a commercial for it.
But yours is like gray, right?
Yeah.
I think I remember it.
Yeah, we had, and you had to, and in order to access it, diary.
I don't remember.
I feel like our cousin might have had that. This. Marvin, this was one of them.
Yeah, this is one of those things. Yeah, this is for rich people.
Yeah, that one right here. What
yeah, this is rich people.
The hoverboard RC car.
Why is it so fast?
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Yeah, it's clearly not that. It's not that fast. Not that fast. Not that fast.
In the commercial, they make it look so fast. That's like Fast and the Furious. Like
that thing was drifting. That was wicked. No. They speed those things.
Even real hovercrafts don't go that fast.
No, they speed that shit up. Yo, I think we gotta call it.
Yeah, this is a good episode.
It was a good episode.
But I think next time we should talk about the actual like stuff we used to do when we were kids, like the games we used to play, like Manhunt or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about like just being outside. Mm-hmm. Things you could do. What's his last one? I
played this game.
I actually barely know this game.
I feel like Sean had this game. Either Sean or
this looks like just advanced marbles.
It is.
It's just like a cool.
And reload.
Yeah. Like it's trying to make marbles like way cooler than it like.
But it was pretty. But if you lost some pieces, that would be it.
Why are these kids dressed in like this really cool outfits?
It's like Crossfire. The 90s, yo. Like it's like Running Man type of vibes.
Yeah, man. Real talk.
This is what you're talking about, Chris. With the water, you can clean the car.
I think it's the same thing I bought.
Yo, this is just so kids can learn how to clean their car. This is how you know you keep your car clean. That's all that's for.
The micro machines.
I knew I got so skilled at it.
Anyway. All right, I'm calling it.
Let's go. Peace.
Oh, really make competition. Peace.
No, I was gonna say peace. See you guys next time on another episode of Dragon Ball
Z on MKC.
Plotting.